troopers and grinders, welcome to absolutely nothing. Jack, diddly squat, nil, nada, zilch, zero material of interest this weekend in combat sports, and yet Hank the Tank and the compadre to my right, the Idaho skatesman, will press on through the war zone. Ooh, because honestly, we have nothing better to do. But also, we are committed to give you the best in MMA every weekend, even if it means sifting through shit to do it. So, how are we going to do it this weekend, Idaho?
Carefully.
Yes. What was that line from Walter in Breaking Bad? Well, if you're going to do this, my best advice to you would be to tread lightly. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make sure we're not buried 6 feet deep in some desert out in New Mexico or something. We will press forward and we will continue our meth empire. I mean, how else do you think we're able to fund this channel? You know, it's not through MMA. That's a good one, man. No, yeah. So we got that on the side. That's helping us keep up production on StreamYard, which is so costly and so expensive. But in the meantime, I have been running down every single fight on every single B-League show for this weekend, and that includes celebrity boxing. I compiled every single one into the memory bank of my mind, and I'm going to spill it all onto you like I'm taking a test last minute, just vomiting it onto the page. That's right. I mean, you could use that to describe this channel in a nutshell. Honestly, I should change the description for this thing. So, to that, from
good to see you, Tyrone. Glad you're in here, my friend.
Yeah, nice to see you, Mr. Biggums. It's not just Biggums is his last name.
Well, okay, this is one thing that bothers me about his name. It's Tyrone Biggums, but he has Chuck Taylor.
Yeah, he has the white guy from the Chappelle Show.
His name is Chuck Taylor, Dave Chappelle's white guy newscaster character. So I don't know what's up with that, but glad to see you here anyway, my friend.
Well, keep Eminem if you take O.J. Simpson. So that's exactly what we're going to do. But first, we got to run down the first card of the weekend. Uh-oh, we got one on Friday. You cheated. But we're still going to run it down anyway because Chaudhry would have us fined and jailed if we didn't. What are we going to do to avoid capture?
Let's see.
Run down
I can't even see that fucking shit.
All right. So we got Jun Hee Jung versus Katsuaki Aoyagi. You hear?
Is this the morning card?
Yeah, it is.
All right. So I'm not going to know half of these people. And if I don't, then I'm guessing Hank won't either. Yeah. But let me just tell you guys.
Here's the fucking thing, you guys.
One on Friday is the best combat sports you're going to watch consistently because it's random Thais, Australians, guys from the UK, Russians, yes, Eastern Bloc guys, and Japanese people now fighting Muay Thai, all assortment of combat sports.
Oh my God. East Asian people? That's crazy.
If you can get up at 6 a.m, tomorrow, you got to watch this shit because it's always the best show in the game. Though I don't agree with everything Chaudhry does, that motherfucker knows how to put on a damn good Muay Thai card. When it's a numbered card, it's hit or miss, but those fucking Muay Thai cards, holy shit, man.
Yeah. You should just make them all the shows. But when will he ever learn? Never. And if not, if anybody questions his decisions, you know where they're going. So yeah, it's a dictatorship over there. Yeah. So anyway, do you recognize any of these weirdos on the card?
I can't see this. I'm on my phone, so I can't see the screen. Let's see.
Okay.
Keep going up.
All right, hold on. Give me 1 second. Anybody familiar?
Nope. Nobody.
Okay. Oh, God.
Wait. Oh, this is one of my favorite parts about one. There's a man fighting named Sunday on Friday. Imagine that. His name is Sunday. What does that say? Boom
Dexian.
You know what? There was a guy who fought a few months ago. His name was Bin Laden.
Yeah, I'm sure that's just coincidental.
And then a couple weeks later, there was a guy named Don King. And let me tell you something. Don King is my favorite Muay Thai fighter. Not because he's like skilled or he's like even that good at Muay Thai. It's because his name is Don King. So whenever you see a guy like Ferrari or Batman was a Muay Thai fighter I saw fight one time. Yeah, Sunday, let's go. I'm rooting for Sunday. He's gonna kick whoever that guy's name is.
I was gonna assume that it was because of the hair.
See, the problem is they do this thing where they like abbreviate their first name, and that's how I know who they are.
Right.
Because they actually show just their first name on the broadcast, and they don't show the really long extended name of their gym.
Want me to click some names then?
Nah, that's all right. Jit Wonyang, that dude's fighting out of Rod Tang's gym. Keep going up.
Okay.
All right.
That's it. That's it.
So there's in the main event. I know the main event. It's Kulabdam versus Nabil. So Nabil is this guy who Superlek fought on super short notice.
Short.
He's a very, very tall guy. He's like the Sebastian Fundora of Muay Thai, if you can believe that. Super, super tall.
Let's go.
Guy. Oh, what's up, AJ? My man. Mixed martial artist. Wow. Okay, he changed his name. That's
so now it's still not completely Tyrone Biggums. It shows
it's Tyrone Biggums in the thumbnail, but now his mixed martial artist. All right. Well, hey, you know what? We're making improvements over here.
Showed him.
So click on Kulabdam's record. And so, by the way, Kulabdam means black rose, and he always walks out with a rose. Kind of interesting. But yeah, go to his record. You can see. If we get there eventually. Okay, what was his last loss? Who was it to? Oh, Nongo. Okay.
Oh, no.
So Kulabdam was on a sick fucking run, knocking fools out left and right. And then he ran into Nongo, and he had a fucking banger of a fight with Nongo. This is after he lost, I think it was to Harrison or fucking one of those UK fuckers.
Oh, Kayla.
What?
Oh, Kayla Harrison. That horse is everywhere. Always putting the stomping on her.
No,
opponent.
Liam Harrison, the Muay Thai fighter from the UK. Yeah. Anyway, but so yeah, he had a banger of a fight with Nongo, in which he lost. So this is kind of just a bounce back fight. If you click on Nabil's record, which you don't necessarily need to do, but I think he had 2 losses back to back, or a loss and a win, since fighting Superlek. Let me see.
Yeah, he's on quite the streak so far.
Okay, so he came in on short. It was a weird fight. It's like, because this is the thing about Superlek is he'll actually take tune-up fights, like regardless of, like Rod Tang will like have a good fight booked, and then he'll take a weird fight in between. Anyway, Muay Thai fighters do that because you gotta realize that the pay scale in Muay Thai is on the very bottom of the MMA pyramid. Kickboxing is then followed by that, which is followed by MMA, and then boxing at the top. So these guys fight very frequently. But since losing to Superlek, he's on a win streak. So they put him up against Kulabdam, who's like definitely the more known guy. Obviously, I fucking know who he is. The interesting thing is that Nabil is such a tall guy for being a Muay Thai fighter and fighting at flyweight. Which I guess is 135 in one. So yeah, this will be a banger. This will be a banger of a fight. I expect Kulabdam to knock out Nabil.
Wow, good stuff. Well, that'll be fun. Muay Thai is always excellent in 1FC,
especially with the 4-ounce gloves.
So can't wait to see what they put together. Yeah, especially with those gloves. Great gloves for that. I just wish that it could apply to all the organizations, but fortunately, it doesn't. Speaking of one, it's not over for Friday. We also got one Friday night, which I put way more research and investment into. It should be an absolute banger. Let me put it up for you and run down this other excellent card with, I believe, a little bit more name value, but it'll probably be not as fun a card because the big names never.
Well, it just depends on how many Muay Thai fights are on the card. Really, that's really what determines.
Here we go.
You should do a live since Isha is off. No fucking way, because I am in the Midwest and I'm sleeping wherever the fuck the road takes me, my friend. So
hey, we're already doing a live right now. Are you not entertained?
Are you not
Come
entertained? And by the way, dude, Jay from Rush Hour will be streaming both these cards. So go over to Rush Hour Fight Club, search it up on YouTube. He's going to be live for both of them. So,
God, look at what that degenerate is saying to us.
hey, my buddy,
Brand new
Degenerate
phone
Dane, my good friend.
Son of a
Good to
bitch.
see you, you old bastard.
Well, you keep proving yourself right about your fucking username, man. Get out of here. Shoo.
All right, man. So give us the lowdown.
All right. So first, I think that Stefan Karoti is going to win against Alexei Baliko because oh wait, no. I got it twisted. I think Baliko's going to win because Karoti has lost one fight in ONE FC and Baliko is more experienced in ONE FC. Even though he lost his last fight. Again, this is a battle of the tin cans. He is on a one-fight losing streak, but he's beaten some other.
I don't think that's a losing streak. I think he just lost a fight.
Yeah, I know. So it's one fight lost. But he has a history in the promotion, so I always trust the guy with a little bit more history to get the job done. And then we got Alif Sword Dekapan versus Ellis Barboza. Also, this guy looks like he's a custom character in a video game. Look at that face. That is AI generated right there.
What is that flag? Is that Armenia?
No, that's Ruddy Old England. But he's got the
wait. His name is Ellis Barboza, and he's from England. He
looks
like that.
He's LFA. The man's
right.
a Latin American through and through. Okay, hey, he may be in England, but he's got that feisty spirit, mi amor. Ay. So yeah, just look at this rotten record. Terrible. He's either lost or had a no contest, and that was probably coming from the other guy off an accident. And then this guy, Alif Sor Dekapan, has had
Sor Dekapan?
Yeah.
Right.
Before he lost to Pamian Zhang, and that's just by decision. So I don't count that for much. Everybody else, he's either gotten finishes or dominant decisions. So I just trust him to put away the guy who hasn't had one win in the promotion so far. Let's see. What else have we got?
Wait, hold on. What are those fights, though? Like, are they what discipline?
Discipline? Let me look. Both of them appear to be Muay Thai.
See, this is the thing about ONE and Muay Thai. Like, you never know what the fuck's gonna happen, dude.
Okay, so I have no idea.
No, like I appreciate the research and all that, but like, dude, it's just so chaotic. You just never know. And then also, another thing to note is ONE in the morning will be in a ring at Lumpini Stadium in Bangkok. Where is this taking place?
Give me 1 second to scroll up. I did research on every single aspect of the card except for the location. It is in Thailand. They're going to be banging each other's cocks together.
Okay,
apparently.
It's at Lumpini, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So that means that they'll keep the ring. So this will be in a ring, which makes it even more chaotic for Muay Thai. I believe the ring is better for Muay Thai. So yeah, that makes it even more chaotic.
I shouldn't have even broken this card down then. I should have just said, "Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a cat or bite go." If it hollers, let her go. I choose the.
I mean, seriously though, it's like you never know what the fuck's gonna happen.
Okay.
In my opinion, MMA is a lot more predictable or easier to break down in ONE. I think I'm pretty good at picking ONE fights, but it's usually just because there's huge favorites.
Okay, so by the way, we got another battle of the losers here between Hiroba Minowa and Jeremy Miado. I trust Minowa to get this one done, not by much, but he got a split decision against a decent opponent in his last fight, whereas the other guy is just getting finished by everybody. So I'll take the guy who has close fights over the one who doesn't stand a chance in any fight he's in.
And by the way, Dane is really good at, he knows his shit when it comes to ONE. So if there's anything you could give us insight on Dane, chime in.
Yeah, we're going to have our Degenerate Dane Day one of these days. and he's going to teach us how to get into the top 5 of the Rush Hour.
I don't need help with that.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
It was a fluke, damn it. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
That's
Broken
true.
clock is right twice a day. And we got Ali Saldova versus Black Panther.
Oh, dude, Black Panther is pretty dope.
I know. I'm picking him to win. Not only
dude. Hey, you always got to go with the fighters with the weird, crazy names. Oh, and Dane says,
name alone.
He says Muay Thai in a cage is like watching a threesome with 2 dudes. All right.
Hey, I enjoy it.
That's like an Israel Adesanya weird quote reference. I'm just going to DDP that and just go, whatever that means.
Whatever the hell that means. Hey, Degenerate Dane, I heard you took up golf. Good. I hope you're retired from MMA picks, you know?
That is a terrible South African accent.
Yeah, I don't even know what I was trying. I think I was trying an Aussie accent accidentally. Aussie. Woo! Anyway, this guy, Saldoev, he's fine. He's okay. But I looked at the records of these guys that he's beating, and they're not very good at all. And he's only had 1 fight in one. It's fitting so far, and it's against a complete can. Let me check his record. 4-0-1. Great. So I just
and it's another Muay Thai fight, right? Or is it kickboxing or some shit?
Yeah, it's more Muay Thai, so I have no idea what's going to happen.
No, you could probably bet on the Thai. I mean, the one thing when it comes to Muay Thai is Thais generally get favoritism and decisions, but and also you got to watch the weight class too. The weight class is very important because if it's like heavier weight guys, generally there's not a lot of heavier weight Muay Thai fighters. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Once you get about featherweight and over, it's like a shot in the dark.
Yeah. So then we got this next fight. I just looked at these 2 guys' records, and from those 2 records, I'm gonna pick Tatsumitsu Wada over Wei Ji, because Wei Ji is losing to fighters with not so great records, and Wada has only lost to people with decent records.
And then, what is this, MMA?
This is going to be an MMA fight. So I got the guy who's more consistent over the guy who's on a losing.
Ring sucks. That one. Boo.
Yeah, that's gonna fucking stink up the place. And then we got Umar Kane versus Mamadou.
Rug is back.
Yeah, that's right. Before he has his big title fight, they're giving him a layup in Mamadou. I don't know what Mamadou.
Can you believe they're putting him up against Malikan? What the fuck? He's gonna just die.
Yeah, probably.
But to be fair to one, I mean, they don't really have anybody.
They don't have any options. They've got another Alexandre Pantoja on their hands, so got to feed him someone. By the way, a little birdie told me that apparently his next opponent might just be Kai Asakura from Ryzen, because apparently you can't just rematch Steve Erceg with him or no, Cap's gone. Yeah, can't have the Erceg rematch. I don't know why you hate him.
Because you love him so much. Dane says he's been drinking, chiefing, and pilled up now for bed. I got to work with one patient tomorrow. Well, you know what, Dane? You better be up, or else I will call you a casual, like you always call me one. So,
yeah. So you're funk master to us. I think Umar Kane's going to basically destroy Mamadou to get the hype. It's what Chatri wants, so that's what Chatri gets. And then Luke Lesse versus Bampara Koyate. Bampara, I believe he's suffered a few losses so far in ONE FC. Let me take a look. Yeah, he's lost 1 fight.
What can you clarify what discipline the fights are going to be in though before we?
Okay.
Oh yeah, No Chill. What's up, bro?
It's gonna be Muay Thai.
No Chill's got a video he did with Hank up, I believe. Go check that out and. Shout out to No Chill, man, for collabing with us, man.
Yeah. So
go ahead. My bad.
Luke Lesse has won a fight in ONE FC. It was a split decision, but he still won it. And he lost his last one to Joe Notawut, which sounds like a No Diddy name, even though I like Smoking Joe. He got a win, so I'm just going to go with him over the Frenchman. When it's England, America against anybody else in one.
Yeah, so Luke Lassay, also known as the Chef, he gave Joe Nadeau a run for his money, and he's a badass fighter, dude. I love watching the Chef fight. I believe if he wins this, they'll probably they should throw him on a card in America, probably Georgia because Denver's creeping up. But hey, if he can get a win here, I believe this is in Muay Thai. I'm not sure, but
excellent. Yeah, this is in Muay Thai. I trust him to win. And then we got an MMA fight between Ji-Won Kang and Kirili Grishenko. I'm trusting in Ji-Won Kang to win this, even though Grishenko, he's had a few decent wins in one so far. Let me look at his record just to reinforce.
I think he's been in one a little longer, but I have no.
Yeah, he lost to Anatoly and he lost to Buchecha.
Heavyweight fights. Okay, dude, where's Buchecha? Dude, what is up with one, dude? They just like sign people and then they never fight.
Well, you know where they end up. They break some rule or they do something at the show, and Chatri has to punish them. If they don't show up on Celebrity Apprentice, guess where they're gonna go. Okay. So we know what his fate has been.
Yeah, and
with Kang here, these are some decent wins. Nice, he's winning via ground and pound. He's winning via punch. He's really lost to Buchecha and Tenen, which are great names.
He's a Chinese heavyweight.
I believe so. No, he's from. I think he's from Korea. Yeah, he's from South Korea.
Dude, I don't trust Asian heavyweights.
Yikes. Why is that?
It's pretty obvious.
Okay.
There's not a lot of heavyweight fighters from that region.
Yeah.
So
they'd make some good sumo wrestlers though.
Well, it's like, I don't know how to explain. It's like first of all, the Asian MMA scene is pretty bad with building up prospects, as in giving them a lot of cans and basically rigged fights. Now Korea is a little bit different. There's a better, I would say, a better scene and development scene. But like, how many high level MMA fighters from Korea have you seen? Obviously, there's a Korean zombie. Do-Ho Choi, we've seen how his career has been working out.
Oh, great.
And now you're telling me that a heavyweight from Korea is going to beat the vet-ish guy in one. Maybe it'll happen, but dude, MMA is just stupid in one. I think at their peak they had over 120 MMA fights in a year, and last year they had under 50.
Yikes. Well, that's a sign of something. Where that aspect of the organization is going. He hasn't won in 3 years though.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't know if I can trust him. So, all right, let's move on to the next one. Good old Nico Carrillo, absolutely destroyed one of the men on the losing streak of Nongo, just absolutely beating the brakes off of him against Siam Pech Fairtex, another member of the Fairtex camp. I'm going with Nico Carrillo because he's absolutely dominating whoever they put in front of him. Elbow, 3 knockdown rule, punches. These are all good names, and he's all putting them out cold. Plus, he's got a lot of great height, and that works in Muay Thai. He's beating
fighting?
A Fairtex.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Fairtex.
Holy shit. So, Nico Carrillo gets a win over Nongo, and they give him Samapech. Holy fucking shit, dude. So, Samapech, you see there, what is that fucking guy's name that he fought?
Mohammed Yunus Rabah.
Yes. So in their first fight, Samapech got knocked down, and then Mohammed kneed him illegally on the way down and like knocked him out cold. And so in the rematch, Nongo literally did the same thing, dude. It was fucking amazing.
Wow.
Samapech. Dude, this fight,
it's like a Mighty Mouse.
Shit. This fight will be fucking amazing. But Samapech is getting older, so
yeah,
who knows? But he's still got that fucking old man strength, so anything can happen.
I just trust.
That's a really good fight, dude. Holy shit.
I trust Nico though, just because again he's got the height advantage, and that seems to be a key ingredient in a lot of these champion success in one. So I'm gonna go with him, and he's the younger of the two, so I just think he's gonna be a little quicker. And then Tai Ruotolo versus Joseph Chen in grappling.
Wow, I can't imagine what'll happen in that one.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna break it down. Rayun Oak versus Alibeg Razulov. And this is for all the marbles, and it looks like a pretty close contest.
Is it a title fight?
What? Let me see.
We'll just look at the headliner. It says there's a belt there, but
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Interim. Huh.
Oh my god, what is one doing, dude? Who is even the champion at lightweight, dude? It's Christian Lee, right?
Yeah.
Where the fuck is Christian Lee?
He's grieving right now. It's a very long.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, one makes no fucking sense, dude. Like, I love one. Just get rid of MMA, dude. MMA sucks. Everybody knows it.
Wait, I know what he's doing. He's training his little brother in MMA after.
Yeah, but like,
planning his
interim
career.
title that's never gonna get defended. We've already seen Christian Lee versus Oak Rayun.
Yeah,
like
it's gonna be snore fest.
Who is the guy he's fighting even? Who the fuck even is that guy?
Alibeg Rasulov from Turkey.
Dude, this is just so frustrating. Like, I don't.
I am ruining Idaho.
Okay, it looks like he's undefeated.
Yeah,
who was his last
none of them have been in one so far.
What the fuck, dude? And he's fighting for an interim title.
1-1, 2-0. That's ridiculous,
dude. That should show you the state of right
state
now.
Of the division. Yeah,
lightweight now. Again, it's lightweight, right? So what does that mean?
Yeah, it's on fire right now.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If it's lightweight and one, it means it's 170. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
You're telling me Chatri had to bring in a guy that's never had a fight for the organization to fight for an interim title at 170 pounds. He can't find guys at 170 to fucking fight. Dude, oh my God.
Well, Idaho, we got to bring in that Turkish fan base. Look at all those people they got in that country. I love everything about this kid. It is clear that he is a star. So he is fighting Robert Rayun Okay. It is clear that this kid has star potential.
Bro, what? Like, what? What? Like, what?
I feel like,
dude, Nico Carrillo versus Samapet should be the headliner. Like,
I feel like Alibeg is truly the dark horse of this division. I mean, he just showed up right now. But
well, who do you have in the fight since you broke it down a little bit?
Yeah, I got Oak. Just because he has more experience in one. He has more experience in the ring. And so I think he's going to control it better against a guy they're just bringing in basically on short notice. And I've seen a lot of these guys who are apparently undefeated grapplers and are totally going to dominate. And then the other guy just gets them in one submission and it's over. So I think that's just going to happen again.
Yeah, I'm utterly confused by this.
I
fucking hate MMA in one. Fuck MMA.
Yeah, I think the guy who booked that is pretty confused as well. Let's go to an organization that is less confusing. Boxing. Yay! Where everything makes sense and young up and comers win their fights when they have undefeated records. Logic.
Okay,
so much sense.
I'm just gonna start out by saying this is a Top Rank card.
Yeah.
So Top Rank is like, how do I put this? Top Rank is like the PFL.
Oh, that's already an insult.
You can, sorry, I almost died taking some water.
No problem.
Top Rank is the best place to hide in boxing. Okay.
So in case you don't want to get exposed at the higher level, eh?
Well, you have to give them credit because Top Rank is incredibly good at building prospects. They're the best at building up prospects. But it gets to a point where you have now. This does happen in boxing, right? Like you see with Jaime Munguia and Golden Boy. This man went 44-0 before he fought somebody of note. Okay,
This is like looking at an abstract painting, and I'm just trying to get some sort of.
It's very egregious with Top Rank. They have a lot, and I mean a lot of prospects that they build that have undefeated records. And what starts happening is you get a guy like Xander Zayas, who incredibly skilled boxer. I mean, just a great boxer. I mean, incredibly skilled young boxer. But then he starts to fight these nobodies, like 20-something and 0. And he just kind of cruises to a decision. And then people start to like lose interest in the prospects. So they're fantastic at building up prospects. But like I said, it's Top Rank is a place to hide in boxing. They'll keep investing in your brand, but your legacy will suffer from it. And that's why Bud Crawford, even to this day, has a weak record, regardless of what anybody says. And him beating Errol Spence, the best win that he had. But up to that point, he fought a lot of guys that are not the most credible. Because he chose to fight for Top Rank, in which he actually sued Bob Arum. Yeah, that is a whole thing. He actually sued Bob Arum for being racist. Can you believe that?
Wow.
That's how he got out of his Top Rank contract and was able to fight Spence. Anyway,
well, you got to find any excuse.
So just a preview of this card. That's pretty much you're going to see a lot of that.
Well, I'm gonna assume that you picked Errol Spence in that fight because Errol Spence is your boy, and that must have been tough. Did you hear about?
Yeah, I mean, definitely had Errol Spence in that. I was like fully convinced Bud would win for a while, and then I switched. But I just wanted to see a good fight, and that was just a beatdown. But I mean, I don't know what you're trying to say. I mean, are you trying to argue against Bud Crawford's record being weak?
No, not really. I didn't even know both guys one way or the other. And then I watched it and I was like, hey, Bud's all right. He's okay with me. And then I found Naoya Inoue. And the rest was history, you know. So let me break down some of these main card fights. Jesus fucking Christ. Keith Colon, I got him to win. Hunter Turbiful had a loss to a very rotten opponent. Let me take a look down the card. Yeah, he lost to Kermel Moten by TKO. What the hell is his record? Takes a little while to go through records and Tapology. Bear with me for a second. Yeah, as soon as he fought a 3-0 opponent, he fucking crumbled. So this kid, Keith Colon, I don't think he even has one fight registered in boxing, but I will still trust him to win because he seems like a guy that want to push.
What's his name? What's his name? Keith what?
Keith Colon, and he wears a lot of it, apparently.
And he's doesn't have a debut?
No, he doesn't.
This is a debut. Okay, so
yeah,
here's what's happening. So Kermel knocked him out, which I don't know if you know anything about Kermel, which I believe he's on this card as well.
Yeah.
How old is Kermel?
I have no idea.
He's very young. He's like very, very young. He's Floyd's new like sensation. If you watch, and so Kermel has been fighting on. I won't belabor it, but he's been fighting on post limbs. What is this, Bellator? And Floyd has been. I urge you to watch a Kermel Moten post fight interview because they'll be like, Kermel, what happened? And then Floyd will just take over the mic. Now he's trapped in Saudi Arabia, he's trapped in Dubai now because tax fraud. Anyway, it's hilarious. Go watch one. But yeah, he'll just take over and they'll be trying to ask Kermel questions, and Floyd will just be like, I'm the greatest boxer that ever lived, and and it's like, okay. So obviously they're trying to give Kermel's leftovers to this debuting fighter. And just like Tank said, he's going to trust him to get the win. And so am I. He gets a SkateTank MMA seal of approval.
Yeah, it's 2 thumbs up from Siskel and Ebert. Then we got Ali Feliz versus Robinson Perez. Both 2-0 records. I'm trusting in Feliz because let me look at Robinson Perez. I think his wins are less impressive, if I'm not mistaken.
What's the age?
Yeah, look, he's got majority decisions in both of his fights. He's 31 years of age. Uh-oh. And then let's look at his opponent's age real quick. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Uh-oh. Where the hell is it? Uh-oh. Give me 1 second. Technical
He's
difficulty.
2-0 and he's 31. Like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, majority decisions, not knockouts either. Probably against cans, too. Ali Feliz is 20. Wow, he's younger. He's fucking younger than me. And he's had 2 knockouts in his last couple fights. I'll pick him. Great.
Yeah, this is just too easy.
Such high calibers of opponents. And then we got William Foster III against Erickson Garcia. Despite the similar records, do not let this fool you. Erickson Garcia, I don't think his wins have been as impressive. Jose Gonzalez, whoever the hell that is, Jordan White, and he lost in Showbox, New Generation. Next fight up, Showdown at the Shrine.
Showbox is actually really good. Yeah, but it's since been Showtime. We all know Showtime.
Oh yeah, look at who he's
closed their doors to combat sports. Yeah. But yeah, actually, Showbox is really good, and now ProBox has taken over their spot on Wednesday nights.
Yeah. And, Jose Gonzalez, he lost to this guy somehow, so that ain't good. And then let me look at Jordan White. Yeah, 17-1, dominant. As soon as he went against somebody with a similar record to his, he crumbled. So that's not good. Now he's facing another 17-1 guy in William Foster III.
Now, is that Oshaki Foster?
No, it's William Foster III.
Okay, I wasn't
maybe
sure.
He's related
I don't know
to
who
him.
that is.
I don't know. And then Henry LeBron, he lost by decision, and he's 19-0. But he's from Latin America, so I'll give that a pass. And he won by he lost by majority decision instead of unanimous decision. So he made that fight really close. So that tells me he has a higher caliber of skill. So I'm just gonna go with William Foster III. That one's pretty easy. And then we got Kelvin Davis versus Kevin Johnson. Let me look down Kevin Johnson. No Diddy. Christian Baez. Let me look at this guy's record. He is 19-4. Okay, so he's a tough Latin American, but I don't know. It doesn't count for much. And he lost to him, and then I'm sure that the other guys that he faced and knocked out had pretty atrocious records. Let me check this last guy. Yeah, 15-10. Won by knockout against a 15-10 guy. Fuck, get out of here,
That's
man.
boxing for you, man.
Yeah, that is fully boxing. And then Kelvin Davis, let me look at his. I mean, I know what his record is. I remember it. It was memorable. I think he got a bunch of knockouts. Yep.
Well, he's on
KO, decision, KO, decision, KO. Let me look at his last opponent real quick. Ugh. Yeah. Just flip a coin. I honestly, you just go with the guy on the left.
What weight class is that fight at?
Let me look downwards. Here we go. It is at what is it? Latest weight 143 pounds.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's a great weight class. So that should be a good fight.
All right. Well, I just expect Kelvin to win, not Kevin. The extra L in there, I think, is what does it for me. I'm giving it to him. Then we got Abdullah Mason versus Louis LeBron. Just look at that record from Louis LeBron, and look at that headband he has on his head too. Hey, I'll take out what is his name?
Yeah. So Abdullah Mason.
He's
Abdullah
Popeye.
Mason's one of Top Rank's newest prospects. So, I mean, pretty obvious what's going to happen here.
He's had a few knockouts, but look at who they're against. 11-7. And then his last guy was I can tell that they're feeding him cans because he's got a fun gimmick and he's got charisma. So 3-9. Ugh. Disgusting. So yeah, this is definitely a layup. for Abdullah. But, sometimes basketball players miss layups, So, it's never out of the equation. But I think I've picked Mason before on fight cards as a lock. And
Yeah, he'll get it done.
He is my lock of the cards.
How old is Abdullah Mason?
Just looking at his picture, he looks to be like young 20s. Yeah, look at that baby face. He's 20.
Yeah,
he's younger than me. 20. So there you go.
Yeah, one of top rank's newest shiny prospects. So.
Yeah, that you're gonna throw out next year when there's a better Christmas toy.
I'm sure it's like a minus 30,000 favorite too.
Yeah, so that helps. Then we got Keyshawn Davis. He looks like a football player in the making versus Miguel Madueno. Yeah, he's a tough Mexican, but he's got a few losses on his record. So you know what? I think that's a sign of death. He lost to Steve Claggett, who just had a horrible record going into the Teofimo Lopez fight.
I heard he put up a hell of a fight against Teo.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe that gives a little bit of credit to him. And then Justin Paldo, 17-2, and he lost to him via. And he just won via split with that guy.
Well, the thing about Keyshawn Davis is, he's another guy Top Rank. If you're noticing a theme here, right. He's another guy that Top Rank's been building up for a little while, but he's actually showed quite a bit of promise. He also trains with Terrence Crawford.
Nice.
So what's weird, though, is I believe this is 135-pound. I could be getting that completely wrong. Yeah, so Jose Pedraza is like that guy that you knock out and then you get a better fight.
Right.
So he didn't knock him out. So that's why. He did. Unanswered punches in round 8. I remember that. And then he said that he is clean now. He's not smoking weed anymore because Keyshawn Davis got suspended after he smoked weed.
This fight right here, right?
Yeah, he smoked weed and then he got suspended. So when he came back against Pedraza, he got his little. He did the thing you're supposed to do against Jose Pedraza. And Jose Pedraza was actually a serviceable fighter at one point. What weight class is this in? I believe it's at welterweight, 147 or 140.
It is going to be 134 pounds.
Okay, it's 135. So it's weird because after his knockout of Pedraza, this is what always happens. He's like, Tank, where are you at? You know what I'm saying? He's calling out all the big names at 135. And now he's fighting not Tank or anyone of note. So that's how Top Rank works. And isn't that just great?
I'll agree to that if it's enough. I'll do anything for some cash. Peanut butter and crack sandwich. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Keyshawn Davis gets this one. Oh, we got the second Foster. We found him.
Okay, this is a good fight. Hobson Conceição is a silver or gold medalist in the Olympics. Oshaki Foster, I believe, was on a tear, and then he had some step-up fights, which he lost. But he's still a damn good boxer. Oh, look at that. He's on a very long win streak. Last beating Abraham Nova, which, if you know anything about boxing and Top Rank, you'll know that Abraham Nova is a guy of dark complection who has a blonde beard, and he has a mascot. Yeah, there he is.
Jesus, he's Derek Brunson upside down.
So
Jesus
he has a mascot in which he always walks out with. This is like a big giant like college football mascot. And oh shit, let me knock my water over. And that's why he's memorable. So Abraham Nova's like a pretty good fighter, like middle of the road kind of fighter.
Hey Jamie, pull that up.
Oh yeah. You want to find the mascot?
I'll make sure.
There he is. That is the mascot.
Jesus Christ.
But dude, it's actually a good gimmick because I actually know who Abraham Nova is because of this gimmick. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, what's going on, JL? Good to see you, my friend.
Uh-oh.
So that's a pretty good win. I believe he knocked him out even too. So this is a sick fight. I like Robson Conceição, but I think the problem with this fight is both guys are pretty technical. It was a split decision win over Nova. See, that's not good. So this one might go to decision. Robson's not necessarily known as a knockout guy, especially when he's fighting big punchers, and I think that's who he's been fighting as of late. So I don't know, but Robson's a damn good fighter. Yeah. Let's see.
What was that? What was that no contest with Nicholas Polanco about?
I have no idea.
They lost. Well,
he's been fighting quite a bit. He lost to Navarrete. Oh, it was a draw against Navarrete.
Okay.
And then
I think for that reason, I think for that reason, I'm going to go with O'Shea Foster, just because it seems that time that he has a step.
And he had that draw with Oscar Valdez, and he also lost to Shakur Stevenson. So, he lost when he lost to Valdez. That was a damn good fight, and the Shakur fight was damn good too. See, that's the problem. Is like he's super technical, but like he'll. I don't know, sometimes he just won't do enough to get the decision win. I think you picking Foster is a damn good pick. I think this will be a good, like, it won't be like a good fight and like a bunch of knockdowns and crazy brawling, but it'll be a good fight if you're like a boxing dude and you like watching nice technique.
Hey,
but I'll go Robson.
Yeah, nothing to be ashamed of, Jay. You can hang out whenever you want, brother.
And there's not really much going on this weekend, so you're not really missing much.
Yeah. All right, so then we move on to the main event. Shakur Stevenson versus Artem Harutyunyan. Never trust a German, you guys. Don't trust a German. I'm not trusting a German to win.
What's Artem's last fight?
Let's take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. He lost to Frank Martin, and they're giving him a title shot off of a loss. How wonderful.
Yeah, again, that's top rank for you. But, I don't know. Who fucking knows, dude?
Yeah. These other guys.
I got Shakur all day. Shakur's too good. Everyone shits all over him, but the guy's fucking great. He's a great boxer. His fight versus Edwin De Los Santos was his last fight, in which a lot of fans soured on him. Fun fact, that was the boxing match at that weight class with the least amount of punches thrown ever in a title fight.
Yeah, I mean, you sort of got a reason to hate on him for putting on that sort of performance live in front of thousands of people.
I get it, but people are also dumb, so their opinion doesn't mean much.
Yeah. I mean, I picked Shakur Stevenson in this one to win via dominant decision or a KO if he's feeling like it. But
that's the thing, though, is like if you look at his record here.
Did he give any reason as to why he took that tentative approach to the fight?
No, but I mean, you have to think like Shakur is an amazing counterpuncher. So it's like, I don't want to make this comparison directly, but it's loosely like Anderson Silva, right? If you don't engage Anderson Silva, then the fight's going to suck ass. Mm-hmm. Also, especially if he's clowning around and being a fucking jackass. So that's the thing is, if you don't engage with Shakur, sort of like with Tio too, if you just decide to run from Tio the whole time, the fight's going to suck.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's the thing about these incredibly skilled boxers. It sounds weird, and it sounds like I'm making excuses. I'm not making excuses. I just told you guys his last fight with fucking De Los Santos was one of the least like amount of punches thrown in a title match ever. But the thing is if you can make a fight boring, you're really good. Mm-hmm. Just the truth. This is the truth. If you have that ability to win that handily, where your fight's like not that good. I mean, just take a Ryan Garcia when he lost to Tank Davis. He was actually boxing pretty good, and then he literally said, "Oh, I just got bored and decided to rush him." Then he got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah. So I guess for some it's a matter of survival. But speaking of boring boxing fights, Nate Diaz versus Jorge Masvidal 2. Yay! We got all the good players here.
Versus Masvidal too? They already boxed?
No, but they had an MMA fight, so therefore this is
it's one, really.
They had it in the promotion, so I'm going with it. Fucking morons. But yeah, these are the only boxers that I give a damn about on the card. 4 guys. So I'm going.
We've actually seen Nate Diaz box Jake Paul.
Yes. As much as people try to erase that from their minds, he did do that.
So the problem with Nate Diaz is he has that pitter-patter punching style, which I'll just say it right now. I don't like Nate Diaz necessarily. He has a great personality and all that stuff. But I'm more of a fan of Nick. But, Nick, so when I say this, it's like a caveat. Like, they both have that pitter-patter punching style. It's more of a, like, death by 1,000 cuts style. And people have always said, oh, dude, Nick and Nate are great boxers. They should go do boxing. But the problem is when you're Nate Diaz, you have severe CTE, and you're washed already in MMA, and you do that style in boxing, no damage is taken from your opponent. We've already seen Jorge Masvidal beat the hell out of Nate. But actually, I would argue that it was the kicks of Jorge that were doing a lot of damage. At one point in the fight, he kicked Nate Diaz square in the face. It was pretty brutal. But, I mean, I'm not expecting, like... so that's the Nate side. Now, Jorge, on the other hand, we have not seen him box professionally. So I have no idea what's going to happen. I mean, you would think Jorge would win. He claims he's going to viciously knock out Nate Diaz, but I have my doubts about that.
I doubt it too.
I think this will be a pretty boring. How many rounds is it? 10? 10-round match? Dude, fuck. Oh my gosh. I'm going to say 7 rounds to 3 for Jorge.
That's a good one, mixed martial artist.
I'm doing a Rogan impression? All right. Can you give me an example?
Goodness, Idaho. Oh, my goodness. Oh. Well, there you have it. Well, keep it in mind.
I see. No Chill says, the very few moments Jorge was standing up with Colby, he really punished him. Masvidal could have come in fat and out of shape.
He could easily come in fat for this one. We've seen the photos. So
that's a good point you make. But that's also Colby Covington, who doesn't have great boxing. Again, I'm not saying Nate is a great boxer. I just told you why he's not. But I don't know, dude. And again, do we know what size gloves they're gonna wear? Is this actually a sanctioned actual professional boxing match? Does anyone know that?
Then they're not going to fight like professionals, that's for sure. Wait,
this is in California, correct?
We are in Anaheim, California, at the Hana Center.
Well, the thing about California is they do their due diligence. It's a legit promotion, legit boxing match if it's done in California. Baby. This is not an exhibition match, I'm guessing. So yeah, they're going to be wearing 8-ounce gloves, 6-ounce gloves, 8-ounce gloves probably. I have my doubts, but I don't give a shit about this fight at all. I won't be watching this. I don't care if somebody gets knocked out. I'll cover it. But I mean, is anyone really going to pay $50 to watch this?
I know they'd pay $50 for a no chills fight proposition. That's for sure. As long as you got the diamond in there.
Dude, I don't even understand why you would comment that, dude. They're best friends.
All right.
They train together all the time.
Well, let's stop talking about this fucking fight. I think that Diaz is gonna get tired and shake his butt around, and Jorge's just gonna punch him in the back of the head. That's
actually a pretty good prediction. Probably, most likely, at some point, Nate will just become totally uninterested and just start bugging around. But
I got Diaz via guillotine. I think he gets a submission, and then Anthony Pettis is also having a fight on this card. And Chris Avila apparently has a rotten record. He is 9-10. So
this is one of Nate's good friends. Dude totally sucks ass. Anthony Pettis just boxed Roy Jones Jr., which is a fever dream I'm pretty sure I had, but I guess is a thing.
Meth
I guess I'll go
streams.
with old washed up Pettis. But I don't know. Who cares?
Meth streams mixed martial
Wait a
arts.
second.
Meth
I actually
streams.
just realized why Pettis is on this card.
What?
He's going to box the winner of the main event.
Isn't that clever? And then he'll come into the ring and they'll do a little knuckle up, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more, say no more. How clever. That's nice promoting right there. And they say these boxing promoters don't book shit well. Look at bare knuckle, man. Anyway, then we got Sean Garcia against Amado Vargas. Apparently, Sean Garcia is shit in the ring, despite his record. He's absolutely rotten. And Vargas has beaten opponents who aren't cans. So I don't know. I got Vargas for this one. But I mean, I could go through their records for Idaho if he doesn't know these two cats.
Yeah, who gives a fuck about the undercard?
Oh, okay. Well, let's just move on then.
Fuck this card. Is there anything? Is Paige Van Zandt gonna fight somebody in Power Slap on this card too?
Yeah, that would draw in the big bucks. Actually, this fight right here, the second fight on the card, I've got Steven Dunn winning against Gabriel Aguirre.
Well, hopefully he'll get it done.
Yeah, just look at that fucking record. Anyway,
I kind of shoehorned that joke in there.
All right, yeah, you shoehorned it, but it landed and in somebody's hearts. Let's move on to actual decent MMA. Our last show for the weekend, if you want to call it that. LFA, Brazil versus Latin America.
Oh, I totally forgot. We got to pull up the K1 card this weekend.
Oh, okay. Wait, right now?
Oh, after this one.
Okay. Well, anyway, we got LFA. Alexandre Duarte versus Mateus Felipe. Look at those absolutely prestigious records right there, Idaho. Incredible, right?
It's LFA. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, Alexandre Duarte. Let me just look at his last win. Win via punch, and I think the other guy got a fucking. Yeah, I think it's literally his first fight. So give me the guy who won via a punch. Incredible stuff from the LFA. And then Fabricia Caitlin versus.
Hold on a second. Put up No Chill's last comments.
Oh boy. Here we go. I can't even see it yet. Oh, here we go.
He says that Dustin Poirier needs to Colby him.
And make sweet love to him. Give him a big old smacker on the lips.
Dude, can you imagine like a random weird Dustin Poirier heel turn where he goes full Colby? That'll never happen. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Hey, they both got the same red hat.
I think No Chill's probably on Ambien right now.
It's a red. Yeah. Well, he's getting off the high of watching his collaboration with Hank the motherfucking Tank all the way through. It's like being on mushrooms, man. You don't know what they're saying. There are some colors and weird graphics every now and again. And by the end,
you didn't do research on this LFA card before we started talking about it?
I did. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. Then Nawira Ferreira, I've got her to win because with Ketlin, she lost to, I think it was like a 0-0 opponent, literally a tied record opponent. And then Nawira, she got a decent win.
I'll be right back.
A lady. So, yeah, I got Nawira to win. Also, she looks cooler, so I got to go with her. And then Guilherme Uriel. Oh, God, Uriel. Versus Wesley Alec. Let me look at Alex's record just to remember. Okay. Yeah, he has fought nobody in the LFA so far. Absolutely abysmal. Guilherme Uriel has had experience in LFA, if I'm not mistaken. Not against good opponents, mind you, but he has gotten wins. Give me 1 second to scroll down. Yes. So, yeah, he is fat. He's very, very fat, but he's won by heel hook. He's won by head kick. He's won by arm bar. So, yeah, I mean, he's versatile as an athlete. He lost to a 4-0 guy. Who can blame him? And then Alec, meanwhile, has a completely padded record. He's fought nobody in the LFA, so I don't trust him to get a win whatsoever. Give me Uriel by whatever the hell he wants, basically. And let's move on back to the regular.
Don't forget, guys, that these LFA cards are going to continue to be good until Contender Series comes around, and then they're going to be trash.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, all the good talent is going to disappear. I don't know why that would happen, but yeah, it's definitely going to happen. And then Laney Silva versus Pamela Mara. Obviously, I'm going to pick Laney Silva. Pamela has a rotten record, and those she have beaten have absolutely abysmal records, whereas Laney Silva is actually sort of consistent and has good wins. Let me take a look down here. Oops. Yeah, she lost via split decision to a 6-0. So obviously, I think she's going to beat a 6-3 opponent. I think that's actually decent MMA math. If you know
maths to me.
Yeah, it's good maths. Big maths. And the bump go boom. Da, 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 da.
I think Hank's having a seizure over there.
Yeah, I have him once a day. And then with Pamela Mara, she lost to a 4-1. And what do you know? She is taking on a 4-1. So there's some more big maths. And think go.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Amazing, right? What incredible research by me. And then let's move on. Up the card. Just look at all this talent. Auga! Auga! I think I saw Maurice for a second there.
You're copying and pasting everything. Oh, there you go. Nice.
Yeah. All right.
Dude, they're just running out of last names in Brazil. I mean, can we get some new? Someone needs to establish a new last name in Brazil. Can we please get new last names? That's all I want.
Well, as long as they still got those camps around, they're going to follow the 1FC rule. Everybody's going to be a Fairtex. Everyone's going to be an Oliveira. It just is what it is, man. They got their heroes.
Yeah, but you actually sell your name to the gym so they can make money off of you. I mean, it actually makes sense in Thailand. I mean, that's why they give you some random weird nickname.
I mean, what can you? You'd have to go to the favelas and stop inbreeding, Idaho.
No, you could just do what the Thai fighters do. Just call him Don King or Batman or fucking Saddam. Can we get a Saddam in Brazil or like some weird dictator's name? Castro, Fidel? I don't know. Like,
I mean, if you start naming these guys Jair Bolsonaro skatesmen, they're going to get stabbed.
Nice.
You know? So you got to be really careful for the fighter safety. You know.
It's just like, come on, Brazil, get some new names. Like, how many Silvas and Moises are there in fucking Brazil? Like, can we just stop?
Look at this guy's incredible record, skatesman. Isn't it lovely? And he's from a place outside of Brazil too.
I mean, dude, it's LFA. I mean, what do you want him to do?
So then I got Eduardo Dutra. Apparently, a lot of LFA fans are behind this kid because he had a great finish as part of his LFA debut. And just look at that team, man. Yeah, incredible. Yeah.
A lot? Wait, you just said a lot of LFA. Is there actually a lot of LFA fans?
A small modicum of LFA fans.
Nice. That's a good word. I like that word.
So Dutra, he had a good win. Rocco has not had that many good wins. He's Peruvian, so he loses. Then we got Leonardo Mesquita against I hate those mosquitoes, let me tell you. Against
they're all over here in the Midwest.
Yeah, so be careful. I think there's a mosquito behind you, man. Get him.
Dude, I got like 10 mosquito bites on me.
Yeah. So anyway, apparently this guy, Vladimir Calvo, has actually got a lot of people in his corner, surprisingly, the Cuban.
Well, that doesn't make sense because you're only legally allowed 3 cornermen by the commission.
He's got rear naked chokes, punches, and he's won by decision. So he's good all around.
Screw you then, Hank.
He's beaten guys with 4 wins. What did I do? Why are you fucking around with me?
You didn't acknowledge my joke just now.
I'm sorry. I'm scrolling up and down. I'm being an adult. What am you expecting of me?
All right.
Come on.
I don't know anything. I don't know anything about LFA, so
yeah, that's right.
I'll let you do your thing. My apologies.
So this guy, look at the quality of opponents he's beaten. Absolute nobodies. 2-0, 0-0. As soon as he goes from 1 to 2 3 the mosquito's getting.
I mean, do we have to break down every fight on this card? I mean, come on.
We don't have to. Okay, I'll start to speed run these things a little bit. I promise. Have I ever let you down before, Skatesman?
Yes.
Well, yeah, that's true. but not usually, just sometimes. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go off of vibes, the Idaho Skatesman way, and
Nice.
I remember Hugo Pava versus Rodrigo Roldan. Abysmal record from the Argentinian, decent record from Hugo Pava, and he's this number 17 flyweight in Brazil, so I'm gonna go with him. Ingleson De Lara versus Lucas Militic. Apparently, yeah, that's right. He took his name off of a former Nazi. Was running the camps, so I know this Argentinian.
What?
He's going to be just as brutal, you guys. Apparently, a German came into Argentina and he wreaked havoc like Genghis Khan, and now he's got all those Germans in Argentina who are planning the takeover again. So he's going to take over the LFA. He's going to blitzkrieg his opponents.
The Fourth Reich?
Yeah, exactly. Where do you think they cloned Hitler, man? They had to clone him somewhere.
Yeah, that's right. Wait, they cloned Hitler?
Yeah, in South America.
I've never heard that before in my life.
Yeah, well, look it up. It's totally a documentary.
You're watching too much MMA. You think MMA Guru is a flat earther?
He's a fan of Bryce Mitchell, so that's there.
Shit.
So I got Militic apparently has a more decent record with better wins. And then who do you think I got in this one, Idaho? A Peruvian, a Brazilian. One of them has a better record. It's the Brazilian. So I'm going to go with her because her hair's pretty. And then so then we got Pedro Toretto versus he's got a pretty mouth. I tell you what are you strangers doing here? Versus Leandro.
What is this?
This is the SkateTank MMA.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Warzone.
Thanks for reminding us.
The worst in MMA for the weekend. Pedro Toretto versus Solano. He's not from Brazil. The other guy is. He's wearing a gi. He looks like Hungry Box from Smash Melee. I'm going to go with him. All right. Now I'm starting to actually regain my memory a little bit. Apollo Gomez versus Lionel Boher. Here's a cowardly lion right here. Put him up. And just looking at this guy's face, let's take a look at his face real quick.
All right.
I mean, does that look like someone who's drug-free to you? Does that look like someone who hasn't had a line recently at a party somewhere?
What is that belt?
Oh, that looks like it was literally like copy and pasted onto him. The champion. Well, I mean, all the organizations might as well take a hike because this guy's the champion. I mean, there's no point.
No, that's not true because Chael Sonnen said he was the champion. So
yeah, he is undefeated. Yeah. Hey, I mean, I saw that belt that he had in the interview that one time. Like, obviously, Silva stole it from him. Yeah, look at these. He beat a 1-4 guy. He lost to a 17-5 guy. His most recent fight was in fucking Samurai Fight House. Okay.
Oh my god, it's gonna take forever to break this card down.
I'm almost there. Apollo Gomez. He's 9-1, and yeah, he's beating a bunch of guys. Unintentional eye poke, but apparently he was
9 of them
kicking
to be exact.
Vinicius Pires' ass, and Pires has been on a roll as of late. And this is the one guy. He's the Bilal Muhammad to his Leon Edwards, so he's going to find his way to the world title fight. I believe in him.
Read whatever the fuck his name is. Read his comment about Samuel Diaz.
So Samuel Diaz,
Put it up on the screen.
He's okay. He's got a bunch of first round finishes. He's looking powerful. Where the fuck did he have that?
Put up this comment about
what did they just insert his bio on like a random street? Like that's fucking weird.
That does sort of look like AI.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
It does not look like a real picture.
Oh god. Okay,
hold on. Put up MMA Autist's comment.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I wonder what he has to say. It's probably something very intellectual. Samuel Diaz staring at me the way the streak in my underwear do. I think he made that joke earlier. So he's trying to find whatever way he can to involve the streak on his underwear because he's Tyrone. He's out of the joint. He's Tyrone.
I don't understand why he changed his. Anyway,
Yeah,
The stream is
makes no
falling apart.
So anyway, he's gotten a bunch of first round via KOs and submissions. So he looks pretty, and he got an anaconda choke, and his anaconda don't want none unless you.
Well, that's
got
very
lost.
fitting because he is from Brazil.
Yeah. So he probably trained in the jungles and fought an anaconda once in order to learn his technique. And this guy lost.
From Manaus or not?
Yeah, this guy lost to an 11-8 guy. Do I need to say more? Via an overhand. Wow. So incredible stuff from Renzo Cortidi. Then we got Marcos Degli versus Ignacio Fernandez. He's the number 1 flyweight in Brazil. This guy's the number 3 flyweight in Argentina.
How is he the number 1 flyweight in Brazil with Alessandro Pantoja is?
Yeah, well, he's not in Brazil anymore, man. He doesn't have to be an Uber driver anymore, Idaho. He can be wherever the hell he wants to be. He beat a 2-1 guy. He beat a 0-0 guy. Great. Samurai Fight House. Why are all these people coming from Samurai Fight House? It's some promotion. I don't know. Why isn't it?
No, you're the one that decided to break down every single fight on this card to find that out.
I know. Look, I'm an addict, man. What do you expect from me? This guy beat a 9-1 guy, so he's going to beat an 8-2 guy. There we go. Case closed. MMA math.
I'm dying over here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I'm streaming here. I'm picking here. I'm shouting here. This guy's my lock of the card. Carlos Lil Lady. 20-5, but don't let that record fool you, because whoever he's against that is 21-7, absolutely whips his ass, man. Yeah, round 1 punches, round 2 punches. He's beaten everybody with punches, man. And then he's only lost to Sadabu C, and one of them was a split decision loss. So nothing to be ashamed of there. And then Manuel Mena is from Venezuela. Old Mena, and he has canceled a bunch of fights and has not won a fight since March of 2023. So I wonder who's going to win this one. Yeah. So give me Lil. I think he's got this one.
I can't wait to not watch this card.
Yeah, I can't wait either. I'm tantalizing for it. You know, I'm salivating for it, not watching it. So anyway. That was this weekend.
You got to pull up the K1
I can tell
card.
by your vacant expression, you're just foaming at the mouth.
You got to pull up the K1 card.
Oh yeah, okay. Give me one second.
See what's on there. I think. Well, I just know Bukaw is on the card.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're doing there's some weird judging going on when they're doing their collaboration with Rise. So I don't know if some Rise people will be on the card or not, but.
Can you tell me like what the exact number of it is? Oh wait, K1 Pro Boxing, and then there's Jesus, I can't find it anywhere.
Let me see if I can find it. I'll tell you what it is.
Yeah, just
I think it's called like Grand Prix Round 2 or some shit.
Yeah, give me a name of one of the fighters, and then I'll be able to find them.
It's Bukaw's fighting.
How's that spelled?
Bukaw. Okay. This man doesn't know. What a casual doesn't know how to spell Bukaw's name.
I know it's brutal.
K1 World Max Final 8.
World Max.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a space in there?
I'm sure that there's some space. You know, I mean,
yeah,
matters all around us. So.
That's true. I'll ask Carl Sagan about it.
Then I believe Sanchez is also going to fight this weekend too.
All right, I finally found it. Give me 1 second. Apparently it's in Shibuya, Tokyo, Japan. From Tokyo, Japan, Hank the Tank. Let me pull it up 1 second. Technical difficulty.
But yeah, Sanchez is going to fight in Thai Fight League, which is sick. Holy shit. Thai Fight League is so sick, but they have a lot of commercials, but they do bare knuckle fucking Muay Thai, dude, with just hand wraps. Fucking badass. Nice.
Well,
and Sanchez is just going to beat up on some can. It'll be fucking awesome. You guys should check it out. It's free on YouTube, too.
Run down
really
this
early in the morning, but Thai Fight League is pretty fucking
Run it
dope.
down. We'll
So
zoom in.
Bukau is fighting Stoyan.
What the fuck? I don't know if this is going to be a one-night tournament. The K1 Max generally is, but it also says K1 Max 8, so maybe this is the 8th. Right? That doesn't even make sense, but yeah. Either way, Bukau is going to fight Stoyan, who is a pretty credible kickboxer. I've heard the name. I'm just not familiar with. Don't know who. Oh, I think Petros Freitas fought. I think he fought somebody. I think he fought fucking what's his name? Tawanchai in fucking one in kickboxing.
Nice.
I think. Go ahead and scroll up.
All right. Well, I'll root for Buakaw then. That name is familiar.
Yeah, you know, and it's kind of hit or miss when Buakaw is fighting in kickboxing. Also, don't trust this card organization for Tapology. They have no fucking idea, just like nobody else does.
Well, you know, I won't trust them with my money. That's for sure.
Fair. Go ahead and scroll up. I don't even know. I don't think I know anybody else in this card. And they don't have Tapology names.
Lady
Naoki. I don't know who these people are. Oh, nah. Oh, Koji Ikeda. Koji's pretty badass, dude.
Nice.
I like watching a good Koji fight.
That's great.
Yeah, dude. I don't know who these people are, but
by the way,
all I know is this card.
Idaho. Quick question: how do you like that last K1 card? Did you enjoy that? Did you like the part where did you like the? Well, there was a part where a certain Italian who Jay thought was going to win the whole thing literally walked out.
Oh, that's right. Bardam Rajamzadi. I picked him to fight to win the whole card. That was not K1. That was Glory.
Mm-hmm. Well, I actually, you know what? Now it actually makes a lot more sense why that event was absolute crap. But we've learned something.
What?
Well, there were a bunch of shoulder breaks on the last one, right? It's a cursed promotion.
You said that event was crap?
It had some pretty rotten moments.
Dude, you don't like one-night kickboxing tournaments?
I do, but I like when they can get finishes as well. And it just looked like a bunch of sweaty dudes unathletically just slapping each other and then not really finishing each other.
Dude, you did not watch that. You were just, I don't know what, you are remembering that totally incorrectly. There was plenty of knockouts. All the way through.
I watched the first half. I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, there was plenty of knockouts.
Yeah. There was this one dude that walked out of the ring.
Abina literally knocked out every single one of his opponents on his way to the win, including Rajamzadi.
Nice. Well, good for him. I'm glad.
Yeah, that card was great.
Okay, good. Well, but the Ryzen card was trash. That makes sense. Okay, let's move on. You know any of these fellers?
Nah.
Okay.
Oh my god, this is like a marathon, dude.
Yeah.
That's the thing about K1 and Rise, dude, is like
Rafael Silva.
There's like 1,000 fights, and it starts at like 2 a.m. and it ends at like next week. You know what I'm saying? So, if for the brave of heart and those with time to spare, this would be a damn good card. But if you can't watch it, totally understandable because it's a marathon. But it'll be worth your time if you can view it for sure. Or find a stream.
So I guess what we've learned is that if there's one thing you're going to watch this weekend, it should be K1.
K1 and watch the replay of Thai fight though.
Yeah, watch one.
It's kind of like one, but that's the thing is Muay Thai is always killing it, dude. So watch one tomorrow morning. It's actually going to happen probably in like 5 hours, 6 hours. So. Get some Z's, catch that one card in the morning. The one at night actually has some Muay Thai fights on it, so it should be pretty good. Also going to be in a ring. Shakur Stevenson's going to box. No one's excited for that, but
hey, I don't disagree with you, mixed martial artist. That is quite the scrap right there. Nice.
But yeah, Shakur's going to box. I mean, I like Shakur. I'm excited to see how his career progresses, but Harutyunyan is a pretty decent fight. He had a pretty decent fight with Frank Martin, so don't sleep on him. Masvidal versus Diaz is a shit show. It's a disgrace. But hey, you know what? At least they're getting paid, and there's like a platform for them to be able to do something. It's $50 pay-per-view. I don't know who's going to buy that.
Dana White, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he buys a new pair of sneakers every time. Yeah, I heard that he never wears a pair of sneakers twice. So.
Wow. Well, I think the inner city would
And
definitely.
then LFA will be good. LFA will be. I mean, right?
Yeah. I always watch LFA just for the chaos. It's always chaos in LFA.
Yeah, totally.
I'm
So
watching
LFA will be good, though we don't know who those people are, and it took like
They're going to
30
show us.
minutes
They're
to
going
run
to show
down
us
the
who they
card.
are. They're going to show us.
Sure. And then it's always good to watch LFA because you can see like who's going to come into the UFC
Nice.
or the bigger promotions.
Have we got a contender series in a few months as well?
Contender series is coming up real soon, and that is going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah, better pray, LFA. And also better pray those new gloves all of a sudden start finding knockout ability. And then we can find it'll be the ultimate test. And then we'll have our definitive proof. Finally, the MMA math will come through. But in the meantime, try to take your good MMA where you can get it this weekend. It's peanuts right now, but hopefully we gave you a few highlights that you're interested in, and you can find some way to entertain yourself this weekend, or maybe touch grass. It's one or the other. But until then, Idaho and I are gonna catch some Z's. He's gonna watch one. I'm gonna sleep through one and then look at the highlights. Or Idaho can tell me all about it, and then I will pretend that I've watched the highlights, but secretly I didn't.
Nice.
Yeah. So, anyway, any concluding thoughts, Skatesman, on everything we've gone through so far?
Nah, I mean, I kind of did a good rundown. I'm gonna go to Twin Cities tomorrow. I'm gonna see the man himself from City Life Project, Isha, at some point within the next few days. So that'll be fun. And just on vacation, having a grand old time.
Gatesman, is it okay if you tell Isha about me? I'm a big fan. I come to the chat every once in a while.
Who are you?
I'll get back to you later on that.
But yeah, guys,
I'll do my research.
I appreciate all of you guys that joined the stream today. Only last thing I'll say is MMA is supposed to be fun. Don't forget it.
Sometimes.
Oh, fuck. And how can I forget? Happy 4th of July, all you guys.
Yeah.
All you motherfuckers out there.
Yeah. You have escaped the war zone, but you will not escape the ash trails of those fireworks you're looking at overhead. But you have escaped the war zone. The bombs bursting in air gave through to the night that our flag was still there. For now. Ooh, that's spooky. I don't like that, man. Hey, where you go? Idaho, get back here. Get back here, partner.